Welcome back, you glorious gazobos, to more StarCraft 2 visual novel. Last time we went out to get a couple of shots at Dr. Pepper in our system, and it's definitely Dr. Pepper and not any type of alcoholic beverage that I don't know how to pronunciate. Okay. Alright. Let's see. The conversation at hand was Stunt was upset that I'm assuming from what I've gathered, once you're a certain age, you have to spend 2 years in the military in Korea. That's at least what I got out of that. And he's upset that the girls don't have to. And they're like, oh, Jet just was like, do you know how stupid it is having to do like girly girl like photo shoots with like pink gamer stuff and whatnot? Alright. So we're continuing. And she's going on. Smile. Headphones don't sell themselves, you know. Why don't you lose the team jacket and pull down your shirt a bit? Oh, I want to see you with double eyelids by the next time. What does that even mean? Well, I understood most of that, but what's the double eyelids? What's it? Someone help. It's just like that. Literally the worst. Dear God, Jet, please, never do that again. Sponsors pay you to sit in front of a camera? How terrible. Don't tell me there aren't advantages being a girl in esports. It's so much easier to get on a team, and you guys get way more fans. You cannot not understand without experiencing it firsthand. So you only see the good. Come on, match, back me up here. What could possibly have made you think I'd be on your side in this argument? Oh, I bet this is one of the things, like at the beginning, where we had the choice to be a guy or a girl, and we picked girl. I bet this would be one of the conversations that would actually have been different had we chosen the opposing gender. You three are so dramatic. What could possibly be worth trading away? The free popularity. When I was an amateur back in Brood War, some gross KPGA pin pusher said he'd help me get my pro license if I spent the night at his place. I had just turned 17. And that's why, honestly, I'm glad I'm a guy, because seriously, like the crap that girls have to go through literally just sounds like shit. And like my hats off to the ladies, because like shit like this that happens. Yeah. Our eyes shift to Jet. Surprise, no stunts most of all. I take a moment to silently appreciate that StarCraft 2 doesn't require a pro license to play in Star Leagues. Did you do it? No. What the hell is wrong with you? Jet snatches her glass off the table and snaps her arm back. With Stunt recoils and shrinks beneath the table. She returns her drink to her lips with a scowl. Is it a crime to wonder? Stunt, that was actually a really stupid question, Stunt. Jet grinds her teeth back and forth with her eyes on Stunt, only turning away when she notices Reva and I watching her. For the record, I reported him and he was fired. Push back or be pushed around. Cassell drops his fist to the table with a thump, ending the argument and earning our attention. We are going to play a drinking game. You know, I wasn't expecting a bar to be any part of this, because I mean, what gamer leaves their house? Why would we want to go to a bar? I say, even though I've gone to a bar several times. I like pool. We're gonna play a drinking game. Why? Why? Because we're about to condemn ourselves to lives of timing attacks, hard contains, and positional play. We've got one night to get hammered, and we're gonna make the most of it. You've convinced me. What do you want to play? Oh, let's play the King's game. I don't know. Shut up, the King's game is for desperate teenagers. She glances over Stunt and offers a smile to make her point. Nah, Chopsticks, it's really simple. I say something that might describe one of us more than the other, and we point at who we think what said best describes. Wow, that was hard to read. I don't follow. It's okay, it's like this. Which one of us is most likely to hate Dr. Pepper? Excel takes a chopstick from the table and points it at me, as do Reva, Jet, and Stun. And then you drink, but we won't count that one. Okay, that makes sense. Why don't you start us off with a few? Oh shit. Oh, hold on. Hold up. Most likely to end up at a NEET. I don't know what that is, so we're ignoring that one. That one gets thrown out. Most likely to have the worst fans. Definitely Stunt. Most likely to bang a fan. Excel. Most likely to be a virgin. Okay, alright. Hear me out here, but I think maybe Stunt. Let's see here. That one's definitely Excel. I actually want to see how where this one goes. This is probably a poor choice to go down. Which one of us is most likely still a virgin? Before he can even react, Excel and Jet point Chopstick in Stunt's direction. He jumps in his seat aghast. He senses weakness in Reva and aims his towards her, only to have her repay the favor. This is bullshit. Calm down, you're like what, 12? You guys have no idea. I'm a player, you hear me? Oh my god, son. Doubtful. You were hanging out with middle schoolers at the PC bag when I found you. Be honest with us. Stunt scrunches up his face, allowing his age to stew a moment before bursting out with another protest. This is a rage questions. You guys all have like at least 4 years of extra time to luck out. Virginity confirmed. Drink. I'll cut the kid some slack. Kind of weird if he wasn't. I breach of trust. Ethically unsound. Harassment on an unreasonable scale. He wakes a box on the table with his finger, continuing his exaggerated and protest all the while. This is a no bullying area. If you enter the DMZ, I will retaliate with full force. Alright. See, I think that one's just gonna end up back at Stun. We'll go with this one because I still think it's Excel. Which one of us is most likely to bang a fan? Rushing right out the gate, aren't we? Aren't we supposed to do a few warm-up questions before you get to the raunchy stuff? Hey, look, shut up. You say that only because you know you're going to lose this one. Yup. Despite finding himself staring down a pair of chopsticks, Excel never loses his easygoing smile. Alright, I just wanted to confirm. I freely admit I have slept with one of my fans before. This question is more like winning than losing, since I'm not a that's another word that's hard. Do you have a story to go with it? Pretty much. What do you expect? This one girl used to show up to all my Brood War matches. She cheered for me, brought gifts, and led the fan chants. Managed my fan club too. I was knocked out of Star League Pretty early a few years back, she was the only person that showed up to my meet and greet afterwards. I asked her if she'd like to go to dinner, and she said yes. It went from there. We dated for more than a year. Had to break it off when she went abroad for university. Now you got me feeling nostalgic. Thanks, Match. What a beautiful story. I know, that's not the type of story I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, okay? Don't judge me. I can feel the judgment. You guys would do the exact same thing. I point chopsticks at you. It's hard to tell if the complete lack of emotion in Reva's voice is intentional. I know those kind of fans. They're always like, oh, when I imagine him practicing all day, my heart aches and I want to go make him hot soup. What the fuck? Literally no one has ever or will ever say that. Oh. Well, he died. Rest in peace, stunt. Someone should really confiscate this kid's fake. Okay, now I want to know what this is. Nope. A NEET. Oh no, is that like... Four sets of chopsticks immediately fall out onto Reva. One of her sticks slips from between her fingers and onto the floor. Me? Okay, time out here. NEET meaning. Hold on. Not engaged in employment, education, or training. A shut-in. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Come on, you give off a powerful shut-in vibe. I do not understand. You're doing it right now. It's like you learned how to communicate from a text-to-speech program. Reva, what do you do besides games and esports? Do you have any hobbies? I watch anime. That counts. Anything else? See? Just doing her best to keep from piling on, but the urge is evident on her face. But I have StarCraft, so I cannot be a NEET. That should be considered employment. Sure, but the question was, who was most likely? If you washed out of the professional gaming, I could totally see you as an MMO addict. I have max level characters in the most popular 3, but that does not qualify me as an addict on its own. God, how those games are disgustingly grindy. You really aren't helping your case. Okay, answer this. What StarCraft community site do you read and post on the most? It is an image board. Drink, Reva. Okay, since it's kind of jumping around between everyone, I feel like this one's going to Jet, but I stand by it should land to Stunt. Which one of us has the worst fans? Poof. It's not like anyone but Excel and I even. Jet's train of thought shatters when she notices 4 chopsticks pointed in her direction. What? Defiantly, Jet aims her own at Excel. He merely grins in response. Be honest, when was the last time you had a meet and greet session where somebody didn't slobber all over you? Okay, that's a valid point. Your Broske? No. God help me, English is hard. I don't know what these words are. They keep using words I don't understand. Why? attitude attracts some certain type of fans, Jet. What's that supposed to mean? It means they like it when you call someone trash. Come on, you're the one that gives You're the one that gives those blunt pregame interviews. I simply say what's on my mind. If that happens to be how confident I am, then so what? What does that have to do with my fans? Let's put it like this. Riva, what would you say to a crowd before a big finals match? I would like to thank my fans for cheering for me. I've worked hard to improve my condition and will send my opponent to Andromeda? Hell. I promise to show you good games. She did the glasses thing. So, you'll get earnest supporters that love to see you do well. But Jet, your fans want you to lose almost as much as they want you to win. That's absurd. People that cheer for my losses aren't my fans. Whatever you want to call them, they're yours and yours alone. Don't pretend like you don't know what we're talking about. I have plenty of nice and well-intended fans. You're just focusing on the minority of terrible ones. Oh, like the guy who brought a body pillow with your picture on it to an autograph session. Oh god, that's so weird. Why? Jet's expression flashes a mixture of anger and embarrassment. She looks ready to throw a punch. God damn it, Excel. I told you about that one in confidence. If any of you ever bring that up again, you die. Go big or go home? Did you sign it? Without consciously realizing it, I find myself dodging something. Jet's shot glass whizzes past my head and shatters on the wall behind me. From across the room, a few bar patrons laugh drunkenly at the absurdity. She reaches for another, apparently intended to make sure she gets her point across. I'm left with no choice but to raise my hands and surrender. I don't need to know. I don't need to know. She sets the glass down and looks away from the rest of us, still hot-faced from the negative attention. We finish our game of Chopsticks with a slew of highly inappropriate questions and equally bold answers. I like Dr. Pepper way more in my stomach than on my lips, though I'm not sure I'll feel the same way in the morning. Our celebration goes late into the night, long enough that we're practically the only patrons left. A tendril of drool collects at the corner of an unconscious stunt's lips. Riva's eyes are unfocused behind her glasses. But while there's a bit extra to Excel's typical grin, both he and Jet look collected as ever. It's late. Excel pulls the phone from out his stunt's pocket and checks the time. Oh, it is. He then replaces the expensive-looking electronic in the young Protoss player's head. Jet, next time you travel for a European tournament, make sure you show up at the after party. Say what you will about their play, but those guys know how to have a good time. Pass. I go for easy prize money, not with Lars and jargon. I don't know. You guys ready to leave? Yeah, should if we want to wake up afternoon. This is the worst part of every night out. How the hell are we supposed to get stunt home? Don't forget, Jet. The bill is all yours. Ah, why'd you remind me? I can hail a cab for stunt, I guess. That sounds... Wait. No, Excel, you're in charge of getting Stunt home. Am I? You are. Got team's business with these two. Jet thumbs over his shoulder at me and Riva, and the two of us share a look, while Excel accepts the order with an easy smile. On it. Okay then. Wake up, kid. You know what? Stunt stares through Excel, unresponsive to a offered hand, so much for his iron stomach. Rather than wait out Stunt Super, Excel takes the young Protoss under his arm and simply carries him out the front door, oblivious to the stares that follow. Now then, let's talk. Are we in trouble? What? No, what makes you think that? Oh no, I'm getting parent-teacher conference vibes. God, will you just let me... Look, I'm trying to acknowledge the fact that it's unusual for 3 girls to be on the same team. How is that relevant? Yeah, I'm with Riva. If we're not playing in female-only leagues, does it really matter? Will you two just shut up and listen? It's not going to change how I run things, but I wanted to at least pass along some things I've learned. Your job is to train hard and win at StarCraft, nothing else. The only person you have to represent is yourself. Don't let anyone guilt you into being an activist. I mean, it's... If it's what you want to do, then go for it. But you have no obligation to pick up a megaphone because you succeeded. That seems somewhat selfish. Yeah, well, when you win VSL and find out that people care about your gender more than your play, let me know if you change your mind. Continuation of the fact that honestly probably sucks. I get where Jet's coming from, especially considering her history, but I don't think that's all there is to it. Regardless, my main focus is, and always will be, on winning. Riva doesn't elaborate any further, even with a probing stare from Jet. I'm left to feel her silence. I'm just here to play video games. Win at video games, not play. Our waiter glides to the table and slips the check in front of Jet, spoiling her grin instantly. When she's done begrudgingly signing her actual name on the bottom, the 3 of us head out of the bar and share a cab home. And with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great time, and I will see you all in the next one.